Okay, then a very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are we this morning? Recovering after that hour forward? That was a bit rude, wasn't it, really? But you all made it. You're all here. You're having a good day so far, everybody, yes? Fantastic. Well, welcome here into the showroom at sea for this, the first of many lectures from this next gentleman whom I'm going to introduce to you right now. Now, his topics, they are mainly about things happening around in space. So a very interesting topic. As I said, he's got quite a few to present to you on the cruise, and this being the very first one. So please, if you would, how about a nice round of applause, nice warm welcome to Dr. Lawrence Kuznetz.
Good morning. Thanks for coming. I know you got lots of choices, lots of things to do, and we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to take a ride from the ground to the deepest recesses of the universe and back. And today we're going to introduce you to NASA and space exploration. Not just NASA. I say NASA because I spent a career at NASA, but today is a different NASA than it was when I came on board. It is a multinational exploration team of different countries. The International Space Station, which is the next topic, has 16 contributing nations. And the US and Russia, which of course is a little bit of a sore point right now, are the primary users and developers, but there are plenty of other countries involved in the International Space Station. And so whenever you get more complex in terms of missions and the further out, the more expensive it gets, and more expensive it gets, you need teams to do this. And so that's the face of it today. In fact, it's an amalgam of universities, government institutions, and private industry. And you'll hear more about that as we go on. So today we're going to talk about who are the people, what are their jobs, what do they do, is there careers out there for you or your children or your grandchildren, some careers you may not even think of, and what are the programs, where are we all going. So that's the introduction. And then we're going to, tomorrow, we're going to talk about risk and reward. This is a dangerous business. We like to say at NASA, what NASA does is they do dangerous things to expensive people. And that's kind of the byword, dangerous things to expensive people. So we then are going to get into the International Space Station. It's up there, it's going around. If you want, you can see it, and nobody much knows what's going on in there. We hear things. There's a lot going on in there, and we're going to talk about what that is. And then we're going to start exploring. We're going to go beyond LEO. LEO stands for Low Earth Orbit. We're very big on acronyms at NASA, so I might toss a few of these, and if I don't explain what they are, just catch me, because I'm so acronym stuck in my brain. Sometimes I just whiz right by it. So we're going to go beyond LEO, and we're going to go out to the moon and to Mars and to Jupiter and to Saturn and to the far reaches of our universe. And then especially because Mars is such an interesting place, it demands not just one but two talks to really understand what makes this so fascinating. First of all, the history, and in that talk I'm going to do a little bit of acting. You're going to hear a little bit of music, because the history of Mars is very chaotic and very ingrained in us today. But there was a time when nobody knew much about it, and it all changed very suddenly in 1938, and we're going to talk about that. And I guarantee you'll be fascinated by how we suddenly became very aware of Mars. And then we're going to get to the rovers, what they do, what have they found, what's so interesting about this place. And we will probably talk about, can you go into space? We're going to then talk about ET. Every one of us claims we either know somebody, or we personally have either been visited, or we have been toured in some spacecraft that's gone around, or we've seen a UFO. And so we're going to talk about ET. Does he really exist? Has he been here? Is he in the audience? That kind of thing. And then we're going to talk about something I personally got involved in, and that's going to be a very different kind of talk, because it's actually going to be a 4-act play with costume changes and everything else. I'm going to talk about the last-ditch, last-minute attempt to save the space shuttle before it was retired. This is a very topic that is emotional in a lot of ways, and the take-home lesson from that is not what you're going to expect. Then we're going to have in between this some Q&As, and finally, I think we'll have time for run away from it. It's called systems engineering, and we really don't know what it is. But I'm going to show you what it is. I'm going to show you the power of it. We're going to start out with how you use it to design a spacesuit, how you use it to design a sports bra, how you use it to study cancer, and finally how you can use it to learn the piano at any age. And I will attempt to sit here on the stage and play a couple of pieces using this process of systems engineering. And so that's a real mouthful, and I think we'll all have fun with it. And then we're going to have, again, lots of Q&As. So a big roadmap ahead, a lot of different topics, and I hope you really enjoy them as much as I enjoy giving them, because that's why I'm here. I love to do this kind of thing. So with all of that, are we ready to begin? Let's see.